George Adair said, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So, what's stopping us? It's our caveman brain that still operates on survival mode. And to this day, not much has changed. There's a caveman rule: react immediately, think later. And that's where the subconscious mind protects us from danger and predators. Today, the real danger is not 5G, it's not running out of toilet paper, and it's certainly not super intelligent AI. It's the negative thoughts that keeps running through our mind. The caveman brain simply translates to comfort zone, and comfort zone is what you can do with ease. It's predictable. You could be watching TV, browsing the internet, playing your favorite sports. And when we come out of a comfort zone, it's generally working towards a goal. And our goal itself could be learning a new skill, you're learning a new language, perhaps starting a new business. A few years ago, I visited an old neighbour of mine in a care home. She's a lovely lady, down to earth, she's full of joy. And halfway through our conversation, she said to me that she wished she had lived her life on her terms, that she was true to herself. And as I sat there, I thought, wow, can you imagine looking back the last 85 years of your life and pondering on the decision that you have made, or perhaps did not make? See, when we come out of a comfort zone, we face our fears. The fear of the unknown, fear of embarrassment. And every time we try to take a step out, our subconscious mind says, whoa, 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 don't you dare. Go back to your comfort zone where you're safe and where it can protect you. And that's where it became apparent to me that your comfort zone is your danger zone. And sometimes we struggle to come out of comfort zone because we don't have the self-belief, the self-confidence, the commitment. We have these voices in our head that says that you are not good enough, you are not ready. And when that happens, I encourage you to challenge yourself and ask, according to who? Have I done something similar before? How does this thinking help me? There are two ways to come out of your comfort zone, and the first one is through an event. And an event can have three different outcomes. The first one is break you. Second, unbreakable. Third one is breakthrough. So let's look at the first one, break you. In 2013, I volunteered at a homeless shelter and I met a gentleman called Dave. He had everything going for himself. He was happy, married, had a mortgage, and had a steady job. Everything was going just the way he wanted to be. Until one day, his wife, she filed for divorce. It broke the man. And 12 months later, he was out on the streets, and for the last couple of weeks, he has been sleeping underneath a bridge. The second outcome, unbreakable. This is where someone is in a comfort zone, and no matter how many events pass through their life, that person will not be moved. Their comfort zone cannot be penetrated, and sometimes it takes that person to really reach their breaking point, to really shift to the left or shift to the right. The third outcome is breakthrough. In 1975, the Vietnam War ended. It tore the country apart. The infrastructure was destroyed. My parents, they decided to leave the country illegally by sea and left their family and everything they owned behind. They headed towards a refugee camp in Hong Kong, where they stayed there for a few years. But the journey to get there was horrendous. They faced starvation, dehydration, and even eluded pirates. And through perseverance and having just blind faith that things would just work out, they were finally given the green light to come to England. To them, this was their breakthrough, and also to give their opportunity to their children that they could only imagine. The second way to come out your comfort zone is being self-aware, consciously aware that you're in this comfort zone and ready to make a shift. For many years, I was a shy person, and for many years, I sought validation from my friends and family. What they thought of me became my reality. In my network, there was no real spark, no real motivation. And things started to change when I visited my neighbour in a care home, and I started asking myself if playing it safe was really worth it. And I questioned Not what my friends and family needed me to be, but what the world needed me to be. And how can the world benefit from me being here? For many years, I toyed with the idea. Until one day, I was walking through my local park and it was snowing. I took the phone out, faced it towards me. It was uncomfortable. And I said, I'm going to record a positive message or an inspirational message, whatever that means, right? I started recording a message, and every time I did, I felt uncomfortable. People walked past me, and I would pretend I was texting my friend. And for the next 60 minutes, I was finally able to produce a 45-second inspirational message. I uploaded to social media, had a few likes, I had a few comments, and I'll be honest with you, I liked it because I seeked validation. But what I had not anticipated were the negative comments that were trickling down to me from my friends and family. I'll be honest, it rumbled me inside. I continued to release a 45-second video every single week until I was finally able to do a live presentation in front of an audience and then be able to speak internationally. The negative thoughts, the negative comments, this internal battle that I had up here, I did not allow it to stop me from my metamorphosis. The thought of touching someone's soul, the thought of unlocking someone's potential really freed me from its shackles. Coming out your comfort zone reminds me of crossing the road in Vietnam. On one side of the road, that's your comfort zone. And where you want to go, which is the outside of the road, that's your goal. And in between are hundreds, if not thousands of motorbikes going right across. These are your fears, your embarrassment, the risks involved. And the way it works to cross the road in Vietnam is that you have to be committed, you have to take action, you have to cross the road, and as you do, the motorbikes themselves would go right around you and they'll anticipate you. But if the moment you stop, the moment you stutter, the motorbikes will crash into you, and that's your fears that will crash into you. When you are old and you have grandchildren, what kind of stories will you tell them? Would it be about what could have been? Or about a time you had courage to take action and you lived a fulfilled life? I'd like to leave you with a quote today by Paulo Coelho. He said, "One day or day one, you decide." Thank you.